Billing your work at the end of each month can be a monumental effort. Meticulously ensuring that every job is billed correctly can be a challenge, and inevitably, something might fall through the cracks. Even if your billing is perfect, collecting payments from customers can be tedious and time-consuming. But there's a solution. With Crew Control, you can easily create invoices at the end of each month with just a click of a button. And with automated invoice reminders, your customers will be informed when their payments are due, and they'll receive notifications if their payment is running late. Before we dive into how easy it is to invoice at the end of the month, let's take a few moments to set everything up. First, let's configure your company information. Just go to Settings and Company Profile. Here, make sure your logo and business information are up to date because this will appear on your customer invoices. Having the correct details here ensures professional and consistent branding. Next, navigate to Settings and Invoice Configuration. In this section, you'll specify your default tax amount, the terms of when your payment is due. You can also decide if you want a copy of the invoice attached as a PDF to each email. Here you can craft a personalized introduction text for each invoice. You'll be able to personalize the introduction by using the customer name and customer address merge fields. The same applies to the footer text of each invoice. This is a great place to provide your terms of service or maybe even add a friendly link to your online reviews. Now let's move on to configuring your customer reminders. You'll just go to Settings and Customer Communication. Edit the sales and billing reminders. Reminders can go out for invoices before they are due by configuring a before due date reminder, or after they are due by configuring the after due date reminders. For each section, you'll be able to craft a custom subject, who to reply to for questions, as well as customize its content. Once you click Save, your invoice reminders are configured. Finally, let's set up your personal notifications. Go to Settings and My Notifications. Here you can configure whether you want to receive a copy of every emailed invoice to your customers. Additionally, if you'd like to be notified when a payment is made, you can choose to receive copies of all receipts. Once you click Save, your notifications are enabled. Now that the initial setup is complete, let's see how easy it is to invoice at the end of each month. Just navigate to Billing and the Work Not Invoiced tab. You can specify the date range for which the work was performed, and for this case, we'll invoice work that was performed in the last 30 days. For recurrent jobs, when billing details are already configured, they'll automatically be set up to be invoiced for each visit. Simply click the Create Invoice button, and you'll see all the invoice defaults that were pre-configured using your settings, as well as the line items specified for each job. And lastly, the footer text that was configured. Back on the Work Not Invoiced list, if you've been onboarded with payment processing, you'll have the option to create and email invoices instantly. All you'll have to do is click the checkbox next to each customer and select Batch Email. Here you'll be able to specify the payment methods, your tax rate, the invoice date, and when they're due. Once you click the Send Emails button, it'll create and send invoices for all the selected customers. If a checkbox is disabled with a warning, it may mean that certain job or customer details need to be corrected. For example, in this case, my maintenance job is disabled due to missing line items. I can fix it using the Fix It option, update my recurring job, and specify the per visit line items. Once all my work is complete and ready to go, I can select all customers and choose the batch email option. Here I can create and send hundreds of invoices with just a click of a button. And that's it. It's never been easier to invoice all your recurring month-to-month work. Crew Control saves you time, reduces billing errors, and helps you get paid faster, making your end-of-month billing effortless.